Today on Drive-Thru Kitchen, I'm taking out an icon. In-N-Out. Yeah, there's a lot about this. I'm going to try and do this as quickly as possible because I'm learning. You don't want a 30-minute video. You want an 8-minute video. I'm working on it. So the spread, wild recipe. I've spent months tracking this down, getting the exact right everything. I can tell you exactly how to make it. Spot on, exactly what you need. I can't reveal my sources, but I can tell you what the recipe is, and they're going to be mad. The fries. I'm going to show you exactly how they make their fries and how they could make their fries if they wanted to. I'm making a double-double, and that thing is sitting there screaming to me. So we're going to make this video. I'm going to eat these fries. Double cook the fries, people. Oh, they're so good. Anyways, In-N-Out, right here. Drive-Thru Kitchen. Okay, arguably the most important thing about In-N-Out is the spread. Comment section is going to kill me on this one. I have receipts. I can prove this, okay? I promise. I've done my homework, and I've learned a lot since the last time I tried to do this, where I was wildly wrong. If I'm wrong, I'll admit it. And I was as wrong as you could possibly be. I have the actual stuff that goes in this. Oh, heads are going to spin on this one. I swear. So we have mayonnaise. We have a half cup of mayonnaise. We have 2 tablespoons of relish here. It has to be sweet relish. It has to be Mount Olive sweet relish because the correct ingredients. Other relishes have the red bell pepper in it. They don't have any red bell pepper in there. So it has to be the Mount Olive sweet relish. I swear. Heinz ketchup. 2 tablespoons of Heinz ketchup. Swear. It has to be Heinz ketchup. Can't be an off-brand. Can't be a thing. Nope. Heinz ketchup. Mustard. Has to be French's yellow mustard. It is the only one with the garlic powder in it and the correct stuff and the turmeric and everything else that goes in that. It is. It just is. I've done so much homework. We have a pinch of salt and pepper here, and we have half a teaspoon of distilled white vinegar. This is the real ingredients. I swear to you, I have receipts. This is off of In-N-Out's site here. You can just go there anytime you want to and look this up. Look up the double-double and look up the ingredients, nutrition information, and the ingredients list. And it has all the stuff for the spread. When you break it down, you're looking at soybean oil, and you're looking at vinegar, and you're looking at eggs. That's your mayonnaise. When you're looking at tomatoes and distilled vinegar, and I swear to God, that is how you break this stuff down. I spend a lot of time reading these things, and they can be a little confusing, but I promise you, the mustard seed you see there is your mustard right there. All right, this just goes in a bowl. This is super simple. We've done all the talking that needs to be done. You kind of get the gist of how to make a sauce, right? Okay, cool. So I'm just going to throw everything in here as quickly as possible because it's already taken too long. But I kind of wanted to show you the method of how to figure this out. By the way, this is a teaspoon of mustard. I think I said that. And 2 tablespoons of ketchup. We have a pinch of salt and pepper and half a teaspoon of distilled vinegar. That's going in. This is just going to get mixed up. You want to do this at least half an hour ahead. You can do this the day before. You can do this a week before. Just store it in an airtight container in the fridge. This thing will keep as long as mayonnaise would, basically. There you go. Oh, look at this. It's coming together. Oh, that's looking pretty spready, isn't it? Yes. Once you have the spread down, In-N-Out is easy. In-N-Out is just really good quality ingredients and the spread. But, you know, we'll go over the rest. Oh, and the fries. They have a weird way of doing the fries. You're going to want to see that. But, yeah, just mix this thing up, put it in the fridge. That's how you make the spread. There you go. I swear. I swear. So we have our burgers that we're going to have to make, so we need burger patties. They are 1/6 of a pound each, which is 2.66 ounces roughly. I went with 2.8, sue me. They made burgers smaller then because they made people smaller then. I think one related to the other. Anyways, you're going to need a couple of these things. Isn't it cute? It's adorable. Okay, so we need 2 of those since we're doing a double-double. So I have another one. Just do the same thing, and then you'll have 2 of them. Don't season them yet. That happens when they go on the grill. Basically, that's it. Put these in the fridge, obviously. It's meat. Come on. Be back in a second. We're going to do the rest of this. I don't know what the next step is. I have no idea. Nobody tells me anything around here. I can't tell you how important this part is. Grilled onions. So we have a yellow onion here that's diced up. Not super small. 1/2-inch pieces, something like that. Medium dice on it. We have this in the pan with some canola oil about, 40 minutes later or so with some gentle stirring every once in a while. A little salt in there basically, and boom, grilled onions. They do take a long time. Be patient. Do not burn them, and they will reward you with yumminess. Okay, French fries. This is an important part. I have some russet potatoes here that I have cut up into sticks about 1/4 inch, and they are soaking in water, just plain water. Ooh, look at all the stuff in the bottom of the bowl. That is the starch that comes off. That's why you soak your fries. Now we're just going to strain these and drain them and let them dry off a little bit. Put these in our fryer basket. Set them aside. They really better be dry before you stick it in the fryer. Otherwise, it's going to get real energetic. We'll get to that part in a second. But yeah, I've got these divided out into 2 different things. Let's cook. And here is how we're going to cook these. These are going to be the double fried fries, so I have this at 300 degrees. We're going to cook this about 6 minutes or so. They get a little bit of golden. It's beautiful. Set these aside and let them cool down for at least a half an hour. You can do this an hour in advance if you want to. It's perfect, but this is the single fry method. Basically, we've cranked the heat up to about 350, 360, and we're just going to let these go about 8 minutes, and it's perfect. But we're going to do this. I've cooked these about 3 minutes so far. Now I'm going to grab the batch that's already cooled down, and I'm putting them back in, and they're going to cook about 5 more minutes, something like that. You just play with them a little bit, make sure they're not sticking together, because if they stick together, they don't really cook that well. And also keep track of which one's which, because when they first come out, it's hard to tell. 5 minutes later, oh, it's really easy to tell. But yeah, just make sure they're moving around a little bit. There you go. It has been a total of about 8 minutes at this point cooking. 5 minutes on the double fried fries to get them nice and crispy and fluffy inside. And the single fried side look pretty good. They look identical at this point. It's hard to tell. Let them drain and put a little salt and pepper on these. Yes, they put salt and pepper on them. And basically that's it. Oh, the oil I'm using is peanut oil, but they use canola oil. Beef tallow works great too, by the way, if you're rich. All right, so let's get with cooking the actual double-double here. They use canola oil for everything. I like butter for doing this part because we are going to take our buns here, which I'm finally going to tell you I'm using Wonder buns, the Wonder Bread buns. They are the closest thing to what In-N-Out uses. They have a special sponge bread method that's really an old technique. And they're delicious, they're amazing, but Wonder Bread's about as close as you're going to get. Now cook these things until they don't look quite that burnt. It's okay. We've got our grilled onion sliced down here too, which is just going to sit and get lovely. I'm putting salt and pepper on our hamburger patties. These are fresh out of the fridge right here. Salt and pepper is all they put on them. That is it. That and some canola oil, which it's got a little butter on it still. It's fine. A little more salt, a little more pepper. Boom, it's perfect. That onion's going to need flipping too. At some point, I'm assuming. Yeah, there you go. See, it's getting a little color on it. Let's see how we do. Yeah, there you go. They don't really press this in and get that super Maillard reaction and that great crust on their burgers. They just don't. Oh, but look at that onion though. Isn't it beautiful? Oh, yeah. This is going to be delicious. Now, cheese. American cheese. You have to fold over 1/4 of it and put it fold side down. This is called the burger smile. It makes the cheese look thicker. Otherwise, you don't see the burger itself. Oh, yeah, almost messed that one up. You don't see the burger patty itself. You'd see all the cheese sticking out. So they invented what's known as the burger slam. And it is important, I swear. Okay, I have both kinds of fries here. These are the single fried. These are the double fried. Do they look much different? No, not too much different. But there is a huge difference when you eat them. Oh my goodness. Okay. Right, those are eating fries. Let's see. Yep, they're not fresh. A little soggy. Delicious when they're hot. Oh my God, they're so good when they're hot. Everybody gets the pepper wrong. It has pepper on. We are going to put these down. Oh, that is a giant mound of fries. Oh, what have I done? I'm a crazy person. I'm a lunatic. I'll put that one in that one. There you go. Okay. So animal fries. Come on, animal fries. Please. Hot fries. Sliced cheese. It's kind of a big thing of fries. There we go. Oh yeah. That looks really, really good. We have that melting down. We have our grilled onions, which take forever, by the way. I don't really like these on the burger because they make the burger a little greasy. Just saying. On the fries, they're friggin' amazing. On the burger, not as big a fan. Did I lose a bunch? Yeah. Do I care? No. All right. And then, post in the comments if you know what movie that was from. And then we have the spread. You saw how to make this spread. Come on. How good is this? So the thing about the animal fries is the fries have to come out super hot and it melts that cheese down beautifully. Then you put your spread on top. The animal fries get all gooey and everything. You don't eat them right away because the cheese hasn't fully melted. So we're going to let that sit. We're going to assemble a burger. All right. Did these shrink like mad? Yeah. Oh my goodness. They're using a little higher percentage of protein to fat, meat to fat, so they can use a slightly smaller burger ring. If you're using 80-20, this kind of, you might want to use a 4+ inch thing because, man, that is small. This is going to be hilarious. This is going to make a really funny thumbnail. All right, we've got our lettuce here, which is hand-leafed and been sitting here for like, I don't know, 4 hours since I started this. 4 hours, people. Can you believe this? 4 hours? Okay. This has to be pretty. Hang on. I already have a bad thumbnail going because, come on, that burger's tiny. All right. The one fun thing is the onion goes between these two, and you have the option of just a full slice, or you can get them to grill a slice like that. Saute it, and then you have to line up your burger smile because you fold the cheese. It's called a burger smile, people. It really is. Okay, so let's get... Okay, there's our happy part of our burger. They do actually do this. They make sure that you are getting a pretty beautiful burger. I'm putting a little spread on top. I'll do it. Put a little spread on top, and we are going down with that. In and out, double. Come on. Double means 2 meat, 2 cheese, and it's too good. Oh, yes. We have a beautiful double right here. You know, that actually looks pretty good. That looks pretty accurate for their burger, if I'm being honest. That is about perfect. And speaking of perfect, animal fries. These super awesome fries. Oh, you now know all the secrets except one, which is the thumbnail. All right, I'm back, people. I've been eating some fries. Oh, come on, man. Double fry your fries. You're so good. I got a fork to be digging in on these. We have a very limited window. As a single cook fries do not last very long. We have a double that wants to be in here as quickly as possible. So we're just going to wrap this up. You know all the secrets at this point. You just want to see me bite this thing for some reason. The internet is so weird. Okay, we're going in. I'm going in. Is the bun a little extra toasty? Yeah. Do I care? No. Oh, she's so pretty. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. She's dripping. She's dripping everywhere. She is pretty. Got that grilled onion slice in there. All that spread all over it. Oh, yeah, we're going in. In-N-Out is not the biggest burger in the world. They've been around forever. It's an old school burger. They haven't changed that burger since 1948. We changed. They didn't. So is it small? Yeah. Has it gotten smaller? No, it hasn't. Oh, it is so yummy. It is so delicious. I'm going back in. I'm sorry. I'm going back in. Nailed it. I'm making a mess. Oh, God, I'm making a mess. But you should be making a mess. Sit down. Come on. Animal fries. You gotta have a fork. Animal fries are great. They're hard to eat in the car. They just kind of are, you know? And you gotta get the fries. As I'm trying to do this stuff, it is tough getting the timing right. Because, trying to do everything. So the fries sat for a minute. When they're super hot, the cheese melts in this. Those fries. Oh, honestly, I probably eat that maybe once a year, if that. I love them, but, they're not doing me any favors, let's be honest. The animal fries are a young man's game. I got too many gray hairs to be eating that more than once a year. My cardiologist would have a heart attack, which would be ironic if I eat that more than once a year. But they are friggin' amazing. They're absolutely incredible. The burger's perfect. These fries, oh yeah, double fried. It's what you always wanted In-N-Out fries to taste like. You know all my secrets. You know all their secrets. And the only thing left to say is thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. Please leave comments. The algorithm lives on comments. So even if it's like, hi, how are you? Just anything, the algorithm's like, hey, this guy's cool. Just throw something. Throw me a bone. Thanks. I'll keep coming up with fun stuff like this. This one was quite a journey because it took a while to track down the recipe on the spread. Once I got wind of I was doing it wrong, I was a dog on a bone, man. You're welcome. Because that's it. All right. This is it. Thanks for watching. I will see you on the next time. With the, I don't know, I'm darn eating, man. Goodbye. That's all I have to say.